And here we are. Our first pay-per-view. Stars, Stripes and Slams. I'm excited for this and I hope you guys are too. This is episode 6, I think, of the TW9 save, where we take USPW through the demo, with the season finale being our March pay-per-view. And we've got our first pay-per-view here. I'm excited. Make sure you hit a thumbs up if you are, and subscribe to see the rest of the series. We are actually going to make give one person the night off. And that is Belle Bryden, who unfortunately is our best colour commentator. But there's a reason we're giving her the week off, is because she got divorced yesterday, and essentially I don't want to risk it. It's realistic that if she's going for a messy divorce, we'll give her a night off. So Belle Bryden will have the night off. As for the region, we are going to be continuing in the mid-south, like we were in the last episode. We were in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I think we go into Texas here. I think we're going to Texas here. We're going El Paso. Finalized broadcast, we're going to be on Riviera, which is a huge broadcaster. Should be fun. And only wants a 23. I love that. Booking team meeting is today. No pre-show incidents. Nice. Booking team, we go up to the max of 250. We need 40. Let's throw some creative finishes. Can we get a good, surefire hit for a Casey Valentine finish? Good thing we've got a Casey Valentine match tonight. A bit of a gamble. That's a shame. I'll just write gamble next to it. And one more. A big gamble. I'll probably not use that one then. Just like the Casey Valentine match might be having the interest tonight. What incidents have we got? It's a pay-per-view. Running Wolf had a backstage clash with our morale officer, Trent Schaefer. Disappointing, Running Wolf. You've been in a big storyline recently. Josh Thompson wants to put over Bash Street. That's nice. Turk Treneman has an idea for a creative finish. We'll have a look at that straight away, because he's also in a match tonight. Cooper Christie does some cartoon drawings. Buff Martinez and Alan Packer got into a heated argument. Danny Adams and Jack Jackson got into an argument. And that's it. It's pay-per-view. I'm going to do an inspiration. Everyone's buzzing. So let's see what that stored creative idea from Casey Valentine is. It's a surefire hit. Interesting. Let's have a think. And let's get into the main show. And with 22,500 people here, the commentators Brock Cornish, Emily McQueen, and Tom Townsend, who is filling in for Belle Bryden, come out to hype up the crowd for Stars, Stripes, and Slams. But we are going to start off with a dark match, just because there's a local talent who I've been seeing, who's popped up on my loading screen, and I thought it would be interesting. Christy Higgins. She only got 32. Wasn't quite what I was hoping for. But she does have some good stats and could be good in the future. And they were both inspired by the pre-show inspirational speech, despite the fact that Christy Higgins wasn't there. And so, our first match of the night is Steve Frehley versus Josh Thompson. And these two go leather for leather. They are equal throughout the match. And that is the story, is that these guys are a lot more similar than they are willing to admit. They are a lot closer than they are willing to admit. And in the end, it just takes a moment, a lack of confidence from Josh Thompson, for Steve Frehley to hit Frehley's Comet for the 1-2-3 in just under 11 minutes. It increases the heat of the crowd. They're starting to rise. Both guys were motivated by the inspirational speech. Brilliant. It was a good start to the show. Frehley's physical condition isn't great. Neither is Josh Thompson's. And Josh is actually declining, which is not a good thing. And it gains heat on the storyline. Thank God something does. Turns out none of my storylines are hot at the moment. Even the world title storyline has gone down to a bit cold. I am terrible with storylines in this game. Let's hope we're better from then to now. We then, second match of the night, I believe, is the tag team match. It is American Gold vs Texas Express. All bonus for inspiration. I'm just so inspiring, you know. Falls count anywhere. And it is the American Gold who pick up the win. Marcus English pinning Cooper Christie with the golden spike. 61 for Chamberlain, 57 for English, 57 also for Turk Treneman, and 60 for Cooper Christie. And it's a good match. These four guys are all young. This feud will probably go on forever. Obviously, I won't be playing this save forever. We're stopping at the end of March for the demo. But who knows? If you guys do enjoy this, I might keep it going into the main game alongside from then to now as a sort of secondary save. Gets a 64 rating. Jaime Quine versus Pariah. Of course, Pariah has struggled with the numbers game of the Triumvirate, or however you pronounce it. So we expected this to go out, and it went exactly how the storyline suggested. Pariah is stronger, but the numbers of Glorious Gloria and Juliet King allow Jaime Quine to hit Pariah with the knockout head kick, taking her out. 1-2-3. Pariah needs some backup. Proper backup as well. Gets a 70 rating. 66 for wrestling and 66 for the crowd. Interesting. And Casey Valentine's sure hit creative finish failed. Fuck's sake. But Casey Valentine and Rick Law go 13 minutes almost. And in the end, it is about the heart. Both guys are tired by the end because they've gone full pout for these 13 minutes. And also, if the crowd don't want long matches, I treat the long matches we can do, plus 10 minutes, as if they are marathons. But Casey Valentine picks up the win with what I'm going to call a very creative finish. So Rick Law goes for his finisher, but Casey ducks. It gets out of the way, rotates around the back, and throws Rick Law into the turnbuckle. Jumps in with a big forearm. Jumps off the middle rope with a crossbody. Before dragging Rick Law up and hitting 3 deep impacts. 3 deep impacts in a row. 1, 2, 3. So that's the creative finish. It's an overspam of the finisher to get the job done. Did Casey Valentine go a little bit too far? Well, that's part of the storyline. That's what we've got to work out on Wednesday night. for the women's title. Alina America and Tiffany Jade. It's Alina America who wins. If she gets a 59, Tiffany Jade gets a... No, Alina gets a 60. Tiffany Jade gets a 59. But throughout the entire match, the story is Alina America is getting beaten up. She won't stay down. She puts the fight in. And this also used a creative finish because it's a pay-per-view and we get basically the full maximum capacity of our creative energy every single show because of our booking team. So on these pay-per-views, I'm going to throw out these creative finishes more often. And Tiffany Jade goes for this big right roundhouse kick. And Alina America sweeps the other leg. Basically taking off Tiffany Jade's balance. And then grabs the leg which she has just taken down and rolls over into a what roll up's that? It's the one where they grab the leg and roll over so the body's completely folded in half. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm sure you guys can picture it. 1, 2, 3. Alina America rolls out of the ring quickly and gets her title. She has done it. And Tiffany Jade is pissed. 60-60 for wrestling and crowd. Gets us to 66 because of the heat of the crowd plus the creative finish bonus. This is obviously not over yet. But Alina America survived by the skin of her teeth. 6-man tag as the Olympus Order, Zeus, Bash Street and Siale Valhalla take on DC Rayne, Enygma and Julius Moor. Enigma's first match of the save as we've been building up his return with his vignettes. And it's Julius Moor who is the best performer in the match. But it's the Olympus Order who pick up the win. Zeus pinning DC Rayne with the Thunderbolt. DC Rayne was the weakest on his team, but all 3 members of the Olympus Order were weaker than him, which is a bit of a shame. Because I do like the Olympus Order. They're a fun gimmick. And I think they've got good... Well, they're menacing heels. They can easily fit into most things. So a victory here over DC Rayne. We know that Julius Moor and DC Rayne have got a tag team title shot against the Olympus Order on Wednesday. And whoever wins that will face American Gold at the next pay-per-view. This gets 62, 58 for wrestling, and a 61 for the crowd. And it is time for the main event. This gains heat on the storyline. So I'm hoping it goes in and it's a hot story. I'm hoping. Can we pull this off? Nicky Champion versus Rich Money. It's been a great story in my opinion. And it's an 82. Exactly what we needed. Nicky Champion defeats Rich Money with the Hawkeye Hammer. That running, clubbing blow. Nicky Champion makes his 4th defense of the USPW World title in this reign, obviously. The crowd rating gets an 84, 74 wrestling rating. White hot crowd heat. They were motivated. That's 2 consecutive heat raises on this storyline. So maybe this will be... That'll take it to warm and then hot. Because Nicky Champion is... So the creative finish we used here was a safe bet creative finish. So it's obviously a more simple one. It's your classic Roman Reigns big match spear finish. Running the ropes, hitting that massive double axe handle clubbing blow. At least that's what in my mind the Hawkeye... Actually, I can look now in this game. This game tells us what the Hawkeye Hammer is. Huh. I always pictured it as a big running double axe handle. The clubbing blow to take out rich money. It's an 82. Oh my god, that's good. And what do we get overall? A 71. How? How are we still losing so much? But let's go through the post-show stuff because it's our first pay-per-view. It's our first chance to see some stuff. So, speech time. We can speak to 4 people now. That's something I didn't know. Okay, so first things first, 2 of the people which... It's Nicky Champion, gets praised. Rich Money gets praised as well. I will give some praise to... What's his name? Tom Townsend. I'm going to give him... I'm going to chat to him and tell them, put him out as a good example for filling in at the last minute. And Pariah was a little bit unhappy about losing, so I'm going to point her out as a... So I'm going to give her a hug. All 4 people seem pleased. No injuries, which is always good. And financially, we made 2.3 million. 1.6 on broadcast, 679,000 on ticket sales. That is a brilliant thing. Popularity, it's exactly what we expected. Losing numerically in both Canada and US, losing unnumerically in Mexico, and gaining numerically in everywhere else in the world except for Tasmania, which makes me think we don't have any broadcaster in Tasmania. And finally, a media scrum. Okay, Missy Masterson had an off night. I mean, she was in the pre-show. I have faith she'll become more consistent. USPW doesn't currently have a single major star under the age of 30. Are you not guilty of short-term thinking, having failed to prepare USPW for the time when the current stars have all retired? Motherfucker! I took over less than a month ago. We have plenty of young talent. They need to grab the brass ring. We are pushing young talent. They need to... Treneman was off his game tonight. Everyone has off nights from time to time. Give him a break. USPW are noticeably lacking in hot storylines. Do you take full responsibility for this? Yes. I take complete responsibility. I'll fix it. Running Wolf didn't appear on Stars, Stripes and Slams and has been public about his disappointment. How are you going to handle this? It was just to give him a little break. He remains an important part of USPW. Missy Masterson is coming to the end of her current deal. Do you see her signing an extension? She's a big part of the USPW family. We will, of course, be offering her a new deal. And that is the media scrum. Our first media scrum. And we know that, yes, we clearly don't have any hot storylines. We don't have any major stars that are young enough. And basically, the media hates me. But what do you guys think? Let's change things up, actually. Let's do something fun, because this is a pay-per-view. Ask your questions in the comments below. Give your questions for the media scrum. And I will answer them. Or every single question in your media scrum, I will also answer. Let me know what you guys thought of the show as well. You know, imagine we're at a WWE or AEW press conference. Tell me what you thought of the show and ask me a question. And I will answer it for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.